It's the beginning and I've never done this. I'm completely flying blind. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're doing it. So let's go do it. Hello. My mission on this earth is to connect you to the magic of nature, to thrive physically and globally, to bring the principles of the rainforest into your everyday life. Join me on this journey as I interview change makers around the world and experiment with permaculture, syntropic agroforestry and so much more. Hi, my name's Hayley Weatherburn and welcome to Thriving with Nature. Click subscribe to join the adventures each week. Welcome back, Thrivers, to this beautiful part of Bali. I'm just going on one of my many walks of late around the village and getting to know the lands that I'm interested in. There's been one piece of land in particular that keeps calling me back to it. I keep ending up there after many walks, and on one of these walks I decide to speak to the land spirits. Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you this land that I'm looking at, and I just wanted to share a process that I've just done. Is I've stepped on the land here and I've actually talked to the spirits of the land. I'm hoping they understand English. I'm hoping that spiritual worlds can translate thoughts and feelings. It's really interesting. I think it's important that, you know, I am not from this particular land. I am from Australia, and to ask permission if they can see the vision that I'm trying to create and align. You know, in Australia we have Aboriginal areas of sacred land, and it's the same I think all around the world. Native American Indians, here in Bali there's the Balinese sort of spirits, the traditions of the land, and so yeah, I mean, I can only speak from my experience. One of the lands I did look at definitely gave me a vibe of not being there, and I can tell that story another time, but this land feels really good. And so yeah, I'm just starting to introduce myself, and I know if I'm not wanted, the land will spit me out and I have to let go of any attachments. But it's interesting, I feel called to this land, so I believe in some ways that that's the spirits calling me. Whoa! Hello! Wow, I was just standing on this, I call it the laying down coconut tree, and it's very interesting. So just over there is, that tree is a mangosteen, which mangosteens, I love mangosteens, they're just so delicious, they're sweet, they're like the sugar bursts of the forest. And yeah, I've just had a conversation. I brought Norm, someone I respect in permaculture world, just to come and look at the land and get his first visions. I actually recorded his audio and his thoughts as we walked through, so I can come back to that and remember it and write it all down. So yeah, I'm just trying to pick, I've got to go and look what that is, where my first land is. So what, this whole land is 1.2 hectares, which I would love to have all of it. But to start with, I can just contract the first part. And so I'm just looking where I want my home, where I want the veggie garden, you know, zones 1 and 2 of what I want. And then, yeah, and looking at it, and I think I know the area, it's just learning what the boundaries are. Anyway, they're coming because the owner wants to show me his land title, so we can actually see the surveillance and where the lines and stuff are. Anyway, I just wanted to update you. I'll show you a quick look around. This is the tree that I'm sitting on. And that mangosteen tree, that's gonna be a pinpoint for me of getting to know the area. I think that mangosteen tree is gonna sit next to the house. I think the house will be there and it'll be 2 stories, so that I can, because there's magnificent views here. And then this area I see will be my veggie garden. Very exciting. Anyway, they're coming. I'm gonna have to walk through the land to go back to the entrance. we will see. I need to work out how I'm going to get what kind of access here. Yeah. Lots of things to think about.
Catching up with Ketut and Pakgita, the landowner, allowed me to ask more questions and feel like more and more this is the land I want. But on this journey, among the moments of excitement also come with moments of fear and realizations.
Yeah, so I've started the conversation with the landowner, which is exciting. But I have to say that I never thought I'd have to do this on my own. I thought big decisions like buying houses, I thought it would be with someone, which is fine. I think the extra pain bit is the fact that my dad and mum can't come over and have a look and help me out, and just because of COVID, and so I'm fully on my own. Which is scary. But I do believe what I'm doing. Like there's this real foundational belief that I know this is what I want to do and where I'm doing it. The fear just comes from the fact that, you know, this is the longest contract, longest relationship, longest commitment I've ever done that it will be. So yeah. I just wanted to record this so I can look back when it's such a success and so amazing, and go, well done Hayley for ignoring your fears and just doing it. Future Hayley, I hope this was the best decision of your life. I just want to remember that it wasn't easy. I just feel like I'm this whole jumping off a cliff anyway, you know? Like I'm free falling. And I just trust, I know the parachute's gonna open. That's ridiculous. Anyway. But just keep swimming, and then in the words of the wise fish, just keep swimming. You got this, Hayley.
All right, I just got back. I've just had some amazing nasi goreng lunch, which is fried rice, down at one of the warungs just in Biahan, which is the next village across. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I feel like I'm coming back to humanness, because this morning for about 2-3 hours maybe 2 hours, I sat with Norm. So as I've said, Norm is on board and he's going to help guide me on this project. He's sharing his wisdom. I'm recording the audio so I don't forget anything, and we're discussing many different ideas. There's all these things happening in my head right now of what's happening. So anyway, he's given me some homework. He's given me Bill Mollison's book here, permaculture book, which is so valuable. He's given me a chapter that I need to go and sit down with. Chapter 3 in the permaculture manual is, just so you know, it's on methods of design. So just sitting down and thinking about all that. So those are the things that are happening right now. I'm going to go sit down and do some research and connect in and start thinking. It's amazing, like to get to be the person to start to make the decisions. That's a pretty exciting thing.
As I sit, research and feel into this land, I work through final thoughts. I have some more conversations with my parents and final questions with Pakgita. I finally decide to commit. This is the land to build my dreams.
I have begun conversations on a contract. So I've been given a draft contract. It's in Indonesian, so of course I have to get it translated. I've got to start looking at surveyors is the next step. I was actually reading Liz Gilbert's post from when Ketut passed away, and she talked about how do those things that make you scared. She just talked about if there's some crazy idea that feels absolutely absurd, and it goes against everything and all that kind of stuff, but you just feel it, just do it. I keep looking, is this the right thing? Is this what I meant to do? But every time I look back or other directions, I'm like, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing else. This terrifies me of starting this concept, this idea, this home, this beacon. But it's like, I just have to do it. And so I feel like I'm walking blindly towards something. It's like a pull. I feel in service. I've got to build this thing because I want to help be that beacon of light to help others. Today I meet the surveyor. I believe the owner's coming, maybe. I think Katut will be there, and I'll pop on my gumboots and head over to the land, and we'll do that. So this is exciting. It's the beginning, and I've never done this. I'm completely flying blind. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're doing it. So let's go do it.
Desa apa anunya?
This is Katut. He's amazing. He has an amazing story.
Desa apa namanya?
I hope to share with you one day.
Oh mas, masih jauh mas bro. Saya kirim ulang dah.
He's talking. I've just heard him say that it sounds like the surveyor is very far away. We've marked the boundary. You excited, Katut? We've marked the boundary. I took the surveyor around and they're going to go and start surveying. So, as you can see, we're still going.
Kelapa-kelapanya bisa dorong, Pak. Dorong aja nggak apa-apa.
We got
Itu kena itu.
what I'd measured out was 12.8 ara.
Ke kanan dikit deh, terus kanan dikit deh.
So we're just trying to find it and move things to get it to 15. Yeah. So I'm getting tired, but we're getting close. All right, now another part of getting land up here in Bali is, in the Western world, you would just go and buy land. There's no permission from the neighbours or permission from, you know, the council. I mean, there's council sort of westernized, you know, permissions, but it's not like, I need to meet you, let's check it out. I remember when I was in Africa, I went to a tribe, the Himba tribe, and we came to the tribe as a tribe, and they wanted to meet the couples of the tribe, and they wanted to know what we did and what we were from, and then they gave us permission to come into their village. And this is no different. We're up in the village here, and they're very protective of who comes in, and it's really important that you follow that sort of cultural way. So I'm about to go up and meet the heads of the village here in Sarambuana, which is really exciting, and introduce myself and just share sort of the visions I have, and hopefully they'll be happy to have me in the village. Fingers crossed. All right, let's go. Hey Thrivers, it is an exciting day today. I am signing for the land, signing the contract. After the surveyors did that, then we went down and we did our first introduction with the public notary and the contract, and we just went through pieces, and then they sent the draft contract on Friday, and I went and sat down with my friend up here who speaks Indonesian and Balinese, and just went through the contract. We read through the entire thing, word for word, and yeah, I'm happy with the contract, and so I feel good. I feel like I've done my due diligence, and signing today is just the next step. You never know here in Indonesia. You never know, especially signing in a different language. You just don't know the processes. I'm trying to understand and respect the cultures, the ways you do things here. So yeah, but the next step is to sign, and in a couple of hours I'm heading down to make this commitment. That it's the largest commitment I've ever made in my life.
and I feel good. 21st of December 2020, sorry, and apparently this is a very significant day. We're shifting into a new era, so it's quite significant that on today I'm on the precipice of this. I'm signing into a land where I want to create that vision of thriving with nature, to help us connect as community. Together we're better, to help us thrive with nature. You know, I feel it's quite significant, and at the same time I feel a real calm and peace about it. So let's go, let's do it.
All right, I'm here. I'm at the notary. So now I'm just waiting, and then we'll go inside and do the process. All right, it's done. There's Pagita and Katut, and we've just signed. I'm just gonna go and pay the money now, so it's still in process, but soon we'll get the contract. Hey Thrivers, I just wanted to share this experience as I step onto my land for the very first time. Here we go. Hi home. I am the guardian of this land for the next 25 years. And I am just super excited. It's super exciting. I just wanted to share that experience because stepping onto your land that you have just signed for the first time will only happen one time. So I thought you could join. I'm just going to sit here for a bit. I'm actually heading off on a holiday for 10 days. And then when I come back, I might be starting to do some things here. So that's exciting. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this journey. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned.
Next episode, Norm gives me some really good advice and I start to clear the land's boundaries. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to find out what I uncover.
I feel like I'm an archaeologist that just discovered a pyramid. Woohoo! If you want to learn more how you can bring the principles of the rainforest into your everyday life, grab the Thriving with Nature free checklist from thrivingwithnature.com/checklist and start changing your life to be thriving with nature. All right. Woo!